What's up, YouTube? What's up, America? This is Will Marsh, your host of the Will's World series. I am here with two good friends of mine, Luke Smith and, I'm already tongue-tied already. Robert, I'm doing it again. Aaron Alexander. It's been a long day and a late night, guys, but we're about to kick this off and have some fun. This is the video stream of our podcast, which you may already subscribed to or are checking us out. If not, it's Will's World Audio. You can find us on Twitter and on YouTube. But here we go, guys. We're going to kick it off right now. I need our Face ID.
Yeah. See, they have everything.
What's up, guys? Will Marsh here from Will's World. This is a awesome and new and very special podcast series that we're doing. You may have seen it on social media or online. On this episode, I am joined by two really cool people that I'm excited to introduce you to tonight. If you are listening to this online, we appreciate that, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe to this wherever you get your podcast. You can also watch the video stream of this podcast online, either on social media or check us out on Twitter at Will's World Audio or on YouTube at Will's World Audio. Back to what we were going over, I'm with my two special guests tonight, Luke Smith, as well as Aaron Alexander from the Education First Alliance North Carolina organization. Did I butcher that, or did I get that right?
You know, it was pretty smooth. It was pretty smooth,
okay.
All in all. You know?
So Aaron, I was kind of going into before like I said, I was butchering my words. But so y'all are based out of North Carolina, right?
Yes, we've been getting some work done here in Wake County, and all the way from Apex, Fuquay to Wake Forest. We're looking to do more out in Mecklenburg County as well. So just always look for the expansion of it. But
now, hang on. When you say work, what do you mean by work?
When I say work, I mean Luke and I. We've been getting groups of children together. Middle, high school.
Getting
age.
groups of children together. This sounds like it's going to be a really interesting episode. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's a beautiful thing, man, because kids right now, the schools suck, the schools are closed, and they're by themselves, they're secluded. The suicide rates are going up crazy all over the country.
That's very true. It's interesting you say that. I don't mean to interrupt. One of the things that I really didn't think about, but that kind of came to light in my mind this past election cycle, when hearing candidates talk, when they would bring statistics up and things during these COVID times of the children that are at home and without internet in North Carolina, and that aren't being seen by teachers or school officers, and the amount of domestic abuse and starvation that goes up, and all those kinds of things that we don't think about and aren't even monitoring because like you said, the schools aren't in place. So this is interesting. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I think that Cooper just opened the schools, I believe, actually, all the way back fully in person, and
parents still have the decision to hold their kids back, and there's a lot of parents who are scared and don't realize what's happening.
Wow.
So when we're looking at that, it's like, he opened the schools. I think he opened up the bars as well. Bars
up to 25% capacity maximum.
Yeah, it's like they might be more open, but how many more people are going to come out because they've been
airplanes are 100%.
So
and that's close.
Wait,
close
hang
capacity.
on. So bars are back at 100% capacity.
No.
Or I'm sorry, you said 25.
Airplanes are at 100%.
Airplanes are at 100%.
Yeah.
Bars are at 25%. But there's got to be like some loophole. Like, I mean, I'm not pushing
if
for it, guys.
Outside,
before I get attacked on this on
deck,
social media. But
if you have an outside deck, you can.
Okay,
set
so
up
if
30
you have
more
outdoor
people.
deck, you can work with the square footage. Like, can you turn the parking lot of your bar and and like put a couple
100%.
stools in the corner and call that like common space, and then include it.
When me and Aaron went to DC, there was tents that they had put up outside all the places.
Wait, hang on. So you two, both of you guys went to Washington D.C. for the Capitol thing?
Yeah.
Holy crap! All right, we're gonna get in that in a second, but before we too far trail into that whole thing, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Finish what you were telling us about your organization, because that's one of the reasons why we came here. And that's really important.
Yeah. Like I was saying, we're getting these students together, and we're giving them community, letting them get to know each other and understand they're not by themselves with all of this going on. But we're also giving them like the fundamentals of what American education is supposed to be. We're teaching them what the Constitution is. We're teaching them what their rights are and how to go out and actually fight for those. Because in the real world, we're in our 20s plus. We're not the next generation anymore. We're coming into. So what we do matters, but what they do matters more because we're gonna die, and they're going to be the ones having the kids.
They're gonna have our job next.
Right.
That's true. Acknowledging that also requires acknowledging that I'm getting old, which is not an easy concept to grasp with either.
We're just basically
So
trying to raise leaders.
this is
Just raise leaders to take our positions. That way they know what to do. Hopefully, I mean, because they definitely need guidance. They're not getting the guidance they need in school.
I appreciate that. I didn't bring you on formally and appropriately like I did with Aaron. Guys, this is Luke Smith, by the way. Luke works with me in a variety of capacities. He is part of the show here on Will's World and as a producer, and you will see him on frequently. He also works with this organization, the name of which is...
Education First Alliance, NC.
Education First Alliance, NC. Appreciate that. But I'm sorry, Luke, you were saying.
Oh, I was just saying, a lot of these kids, man, when they come into our activity, our events, which we do a lot of actually. We try to do about one a week, and when they come, man, you got like.
Now these
the
events
first
you
one-
guys are doing, what are these events? Are
We do
are
screenings
y'all
of
playing laser
movies.
tag? Are you?
I mean, we do a variety of things. We're actually talking about starting a summer camp, but we usually rent out places and we'll watch a movie and then go over it in group discussions. Sometimes we'll have debates. We're trying to teach kids how to think openly and be quick-witted, as well as coming to the argument with facts and like well-placed strategies, like ways to communicate without there being like violence or anybody getting angry. And apparently the left can't do that at all today.
Before we go down any more rabbit holes, I appreciate you answering that question. This is good. No, I've appreciated hearing this. For those of you that follow my social media or follow me on the regular, I actually had an opportunity to go to a fundraiser last week for these guys' organization, and it was a packed house. I mean, it was incredible. They had a whole list of speakers there. I don't know who's signed what non-disclosure agreements and what we can or cannot say, but it was I go to a lot of events, a lot of fundraisers, as y'all may know, especially of running for office twice in the past, and this was a heck of an event, guys. I was impressed, and personally thought it was something that I wanted to get involved with, and that you should too, which is why we're having this conversation. If we wanted to get up with you guys, or if somebody in North Carolina, I know you were mentioning you're around Wake right now. In Durham, you said?
I'm in Durham. We haven't been able to get any events off in Durham just yet, but of course that's definitely something that we're looking to do. So
Okay, did you say Mecklenburg, or that's coming as well?
Where we're looking to expand out there as well. It's an area that we've had our eye on since the very beginning. Most of our people are here in this area right now, so as we're getting more boots on the ground, then that's
Boots on the ground, I like that term. That's okay. That's good though. Now, if somebody wanted to get up with you guys, what's the preferred method of contact? Is it letter, telegram, smoke signals? What's y'all's get up these days?
I'm a personal fan of smoke signals, but Luke.
Well, the best way to reach out to us would be on Facebook through our Unity Commons page, or either our Education First Alliance Facebook page, or edfirstnc.org.
You should-
EDFIRST.org.
Repeat
Or
that
NC.
website one more time.
edfirstnc.org.
See, there's a lot of syllables. That's why I'm verifying this. I started this off the get-go this way. All right, now what's that website one more time, Luke, for us so we can hear?
edfirstnc.org.
Okay, got it. Now, social media, y'all have social media as well, profiles,
do.
or okay, awesome. So now, what age range for the kids that y'all contact or work with? What is that?
So if-
Is that school age or
From
are there
10,
caps?
I'd say from 10,
I think our
when you
youngest
think
so
they're
far
ready
has
to
been
handle
like 12.
conversations.
But we're middle and high school kids is what we're aiming
We're reaching
for
for
right now.
teenagers.
We're not
That's your
trying
target
to
market?
Yeah, we're not trying to go into like elementary just yet. for the stuff that we're doing. Of course, we want to be able to make content for them at some point, but we're staying within a certain wheelhouse, and we'll work there as we can do that.
I think we had one 10-year-old last time. He got down. He loved it. He had a good time.
Yeah, it really is like a family affair. That's the
Seriously,
best part about it.
After the first night, they were coming back the next time and knowing everybody's names. I mean, we have this thing called the hive that we do, which is kind of like, it works like bumblebees. Like, we get them, we season them, like we're the queen bees. We tell the worker bees what to do. They go out, they pollinate everybody in the communities, bring back more bees to help, and then they go out and continue and do the same thing. So
I like that. That's cool.
busy bees.
Busy bees. Awesome, guys. Okay, so we've talked about the age range of kids that you work with, kind of what y'all do, the events, the organization, the gatherings. So I mean, what is your overall purpose with this? I mean, y'all obviously woke up one morning and decided to do this. What was the goal? I mean, for the parents out there listening to this, as well as the teens out there that follow us, which I appreciate all of you guys. I mean, so for them listening right now, I mean, what is the reason for this?
Well, I'd say my reason behind it, I would think, would be because we want to give these kids a voice because they feel like they're not being heard. They can't speak up in classrooms anymore. They can't speak or ask any questions. If you're white, it's a tragic sin, and you're punished for it in the classroom, and it's just gotten all out of hand. And I think the parents need an outlet, and we want to start like micro schools and a camp. What about you, Aaron?
Well, yeah. What's your thought on that, Aaron?
I mean, I agree. Like, there's a lot that needs to be done, and part of this is expanding the grounds in which we have to voice what we do want to say, because it's fleeting right now. So the more that we can get into the youth right now, the more that we can infiltrate culture. That's really where all of this is going to stem from. Politics is downstream of culture. What the people are going to worship is what is going to be our livelihoods, and we've got to take that back. So the best way to do that is social media, through entertainment, through the media, and the kids, they understand that stuff. They know it. They make that stuff. They are the trendsetters.
Yeah.
All of YouTube, all of social media, we've got kids, millions, hundreds of thousands of followers because they understand what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah. Very true. Well, thank you for that answer, guys. I appreciate you coming on tonight. Y'all stay with us. We actually have a lot more to discuss, and are going to dive into some of this stuff. Well, actually, what are we waiting for? Here we go. All right, that's the stop for our commercial break. So we're going to save that.
It tastes just like tea at the bottom, though.
Ledger's those.
For those of you that are watching us online, you can guess what's in our cups. We're filming this episode at about 10:30 at night right now.
I don't have a watch.
But it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? It just depends on what time zone you're in.
Sir.
Yeah. All right.
It's double 5. It's 10.
All right. We have part 1 saved. Saving that. And we're about to record again. So we stopped there at, all right, we're going to roll into discussion, and here we go. All right, so guys, that was actually really cool to hear about. Speaking of that, though, Luke, I think it was you that brought up the whole political rabbit trail that I refused to go down earlier. But on that subject, everybody has an opinion, and we're not gonna go into all that tonight. If you follow any of us online, you know what ours are. You can keep watching us. However, shortly about an hour before we started filming this episode, we heard or at least I heard the national media alerts about how we as the U.S. just infiltrated and went into, or I guess by air went into, was it Syria? Iran? Syria. I think we attacked Iran and Syria. So this is the most breaking news alert right now. If you guys haven't heard this, or if you're just listening to this episode, on today, Thursday, is it the 25th?
It is. The
Today.
25th. It is
The
Thursday,
25th.
February
Okay.
25th.
So, guys, at about 9 p.m. on Thursday, the 25th, the news media outlets announced that the United States had just done a rocket attack or aerial strike on militant organizational bases in the country or region of Syria. So we don't have much more information on this time. We're standing by here in the new at our news station, watching the live feed right now and watching for news updates on all of our devices as we do this. But wanted to kind of open up the grounds. I know that y'all teach kind of cultural education, government education, open-minded thinking. From a spectator, it looks like we're going to war with Iran and Syria right now. I mean, what do y'all think?
I don't think. Well, you go ahead.
No, y'all please argue. That would make for a much more interesting time.
I don't think that we're going to war, but I do think it's back to same old.
Yeah.
You know,
Be a little tug and war rope until presidency's over.
Well, I mean, what are we doing here? So, okay, Iran, has military operations going in Syria. Do we know? Do y'all look up on y'all's phones as?
I thought they were shut down under Trump's administration.
Well, under Trump's administration being the key term.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is February 2021 Biden administration, so we're in a heck of a different time. We'll edit that out.
yeah, we're a month into a Joe Biden presidency, and what do we have? We're in a war, or in something that looks like a war. We're bombing people for what? We didn't have to be involved in anything going on out there. Like I'm so
That's true.
pro-
Now, to be fair, there is a lot we don't know. Again, we are just getting this information. To be fair, I don't know what intel we had of things that were happening. I mean,
You're in the Army, right?
So I was Army, yeah.
So
Very
you know
clear
more about
past
this
tense.
than we do, probably, actually. Or
Well-
about what might be going on.
even
Just to be fair, being a veteran doesn't make you smart. Okay, so I'm all about supporting the troops,
Yeah,
but
I was
anybody
gonna
who's
say
ever
yes.
met any post 9/11 war vet knows that they're not well, I need to tread lightly here. I appreciate everyone's service, but a
Yes,
lot of people
100%,
serve for
yeah.
different reasons. And speaking as a U.S. Army veteran, I can't speak for other branches, but there are a lot of crazy people in the
Oh, yeah.
Army. And by all means, I was and still currently am one of them. So. But no, any means. So we were talking about the missile strike. Y'all are looking at this on y'all's news feeds. What are we seeing right now that is going on? We know they hit Syria.
they hit an Iraqi militant group in Syria.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under the Sharad, I think.
This rod. Okay. And this is just coming in. And guys, if y'all follow this channel or this segment, we always talk about news updates and opinions on that, and currently welcome comments for discussion in the feed. So we're looking at the Washington Post right now. Depends upon how reliable.
It's supposed to
consider that.
de-escalate the overall situation in both eastern Syria and Iraq. It's going to de-escalate it.
To de-escalate it, yes, because usually violence in the Middle East has worked as a long-term peace solution to de-escalate things.
How do you de-escalate by?
Hashtag Biden 2020.
That's an interesting.
That's what you get.
It's what I'm seeing is that they're saying the strike was both defensive and offensive, meaning that it was in response to the Erbil attack while also targeting weapons used against U.S. interests.
So what attack was that?
I can't speak to the Erbil attack. Like I'm reading this just now. As
It
you
sounds
guys
like
are.
the White House
This
press
is
secretary
Washington.
is very skilled at being strategic on how to speak on it, though.
Yeah, as always though.
As always. Unless you're Sean Spicer. Anybody who remembers that nightmare. Also the first appointed press secretary in the Trump administration.
Who was that?
Who only lasted a couple weeks, but
It's a tough
I
job.
like Kaylee McGeeney though.
it
She's
is.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Kaylee was pretty top notch.
she was, and to be fair, she
She's
did.
pretty good at her job.
And
That's what she was.
Yeah,
That's what I
and,
mean. She's frying, dude.
and for those of you who are either just listening or who didn't hear us, we're talking about Luke, who you said,
Oh, about Kaylee McGeeney?
yeah, about Kaylee. We're talking about the former press secretary in the Trump administration, or you might recognize her as the pretty blonde lady behind the podium at the White House, who kind of got her fame for that during the last few months of the Trump administration. And she actually knew how to rule the media.
She
with
came
iron
from
fist.
CNN.
Yeah.
She was a reporter on CNN at first. She was the only Republican one there was. Yep.
That's got to be a fish out of water.
Yeah, that's why she didn't stay, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what's next? We were talking earlier about events and governmental opinions and kind of got off on this tangent and then this news update. But on events, what do y'all have that's coming up? Do y'all have anything scheduled or that you want to do in the future that we could talk about that y'all, want to have kids at or either plan to do for as community outreach like you were talking about, Aaron?
Yeah, so for the next month, we haven't finished with the planning for that, so that schedule hasn't come out yet. But as far as, things that we're looking to do, we've been doing our events in a few different places at the moment because, everything is shut down right now. So we're looking to be in a more stable position with that. So right now we're looking for one secure location. Honestly, I'll throw it out here because we're going for it. If anybody who's watching this is in the Raleigh-Durham area of North Carolina, and you have a location where you would be willing to allow between 15 to 30 children to sit down and have a meeting of some sorts within, please reach out, let us know. Like Luke said, educationfirstnc.org, because we would love to have that. It would bring a lot of stability to what we're trying to do. It's really cool to have the kids get together and get to know each other, but as we're doing these things, it's we have one specific place. We can get a lot more creative with the things we're doing. We've done movies, like renting out an entire movie theater for our students. We've had debates, and we've even had an entire jiu-jitsu studio. There's a lot of things that we've been able to do, but having stability, it helps.
And if you donate, it's a tax write-off.
I get that. No, all right. So for people that are listening to this, Luke, this is Luke Smith talking, by the way. If people are to donate, where would one go to do that?
Education or edfirstnc.org, and there's a link on there you can click and donate.
Okay.
Yep. And it is a tax write-off.
Tax write-off too. See, that's a perk. All right. So you're trying to raise money, right? And it's for the kids.
Yeah, 100%. Everything
right.
we've done has been out of pocket so far.
Out of pocket
so.
for the kids. All right. Then I'm going to propose something here for the listeners, real quick, because as you said, Luke, it's for the kids. Y'all can't see it right now. We're actually shooting this episode out here at our pool house, and in front of us on the other side of the camera. We have a pool and a hot tub, and there's a lake and a pond even behind that. But right now, we have computers, we have phones out here. I will give $50 to your organization if you hop in the pool, clothes on right now, and we will film it for the video and for the podcast.
All right, Aaron.
People would love it, and I'm not being cruel. It is February, it is cold, but as I said, there is a hot tub. He can hop in and be fully warm right after. And on the video live, you got $50 right now.
Aaron, you gotta do it, man.
Actually, no. This was for Luke. You know what? I'll even make this. I'll make this interesting. It could be for anybody. Pool right now. Go. It's February.
I'll pay the $50.
I'm doing this for the kids. I want this.
And I feel that. Oh, I feel that so strong.
You should do it for me. Sub in.
No, if I had
volunteers
pants,
tribute.
if I had my own, like if I had clothes,
I got an extra pair, and some, yeah, I got an extra pair in the car.
It's all right. To be fair, guys,
It's
we didn't talk about
freezing.
this beforehand.
It's
It is
freezing
below
out there.
freezing
I just don't
outside,
have
and
clothes. If I had some clothes, I would
32,
actually.
okay.
dude.
If you had to change clothes, it'd be different. All right, it is below freezing
easy
out
to
here.
say that when you don't.
It is the.
Is it below?
It's got to be. I don't know. So
Like,
we're in
it's
the
pretty
heart of
cold.
winter right now, and I guess the pool's not frozen over because the motor's running and it circulates the water through.
I call cap.
I thought it'd be fun to do. I don't know. But
It's 50. It's safe. It is 50 degrees. It's safe. Do it, Luke.
Okay, it's 50 degrees, Luke.
I can't do it.
Take your wallet.
It's for the
out
kids.
I
and do
can't
it.
do it.
We'll hold your wallet, your phone.
Oh man.
All right. We'll change up the
I'll put
odds.
50 on it. I'll put 50 in it too.
Aaron, I'll
put extra money in.
Aaron, I'll just give you 50 if you help me physically pick Luke up against
No,
his
I'll
will
do it.
because he's not
I'll
willing to
do
do
it.
it, and we just
I'll do it.
toss
You
him
go
in.
52, 100
I
for the
would
kids.
do
We're
it.
raising money for the
100
kids here, guys.
You know I'll
Look
put
at
100 for the kids.
That's all the pizza we need.
all for the kids.
That's the pizza at one of the events right there.
All right. We're gonna film this. If you're watching the video, if you're listening to the podcast, guys, check us out on the video at Will's World podcast and audio channel. We'll put the
freezing.
link. Hang on. We're about to go to the pool. You ready?
Yeah. Hey, Aaron.
All right. This is for the kids.
Hey, I love you guys.
We will get you clothes. Do you have any last words?
I love you guys.
Hang on. Let's look at that. Oh, those are some nice jeans.
Thanks, man. I can't wait.
For the kids.
For the kids. You gotta do my laundry.
All right. Going to the pool. Holy cow. Holy cow, he did it. He's in the pool. Get in the hot tub. Is the hot tub warm?
Holy cow, yeah. Dude.
Hang on, we're going to bring Luke back in on the podcast. Luke, how do you feel after raising money for the kids?
Well, I feel great, man. I wouldn't have done it for nobody else, I'll tell you.
That is
my watch! Hey, it's waterproof. I got the good one. We're good.
All right. Thanks, Luke. We'll get him a towel. Guys, this is Will from Will's World here signing out. We appreciate you guys. We are raising money for the kids. I think this is a success. Between the three of us, that's $150, right?
Yeah.
All right. Check us out. We will have another episode uploaded soon. You can find us online at twitter.com at Will's World Audio or on YouTube at this channel here. Make sure to like and subscribe or follow us on Instagram at will.marsh1. See you soon. Thanks, Aaron.
Yo,
Later.
Out of here.